first 1 hour, we'll see what are the topics based, what are the things we learn. Guys, very important in any inter is what you learn in the training. That's the one of the question. Very important question is what are the topics you learn in the training. Okay. Next one is, and based on what you learn, so what it is and the differences. These are the very important. Service desk part we'll see later. Okay. So the first one. Yeah, of course. For basics, I didn't tell you SLA, OLA, UC. Otherwise, I will forward a video to you. Just go through once. Otherwise, I will cover it. Guys, first of topic we discuss is about what is your system configuration. Next one is how to check your system configuration. Okay, so that is we have seen that one. So what is your system configuration means? Your CPU, your RAM, your hard disk, your operating system. Compulsory check your system configuration, note aside. It is a very compulsory question. It's one of the important questions. Next one is how to check system configuration. How to check system configuration. So there is a lot of options. One of the option is MS Info 32. One is MS Info 32 Task Manager. Go to search and type about your PC. Okay, I'm orally giving, so I'm not giving everything. Okay, so about your PC, or also you can go to settings, system, about, and yes, that's about. It will show you the information about your PC. Also, you can try it. DX diag. These are all things are there. Okay, MS Info 32. Of course, task manager also will tell you, but we don't find what is your operating system. So task manager is here. Let's search, you can type about your PC, or you can try like this. Go to settings, means press the start button, settings, system, and that one about, both are same. Or you can use DX diagrams to find your system configuration and as well as your graphical related information. You can use the command called system info.exe command. Okay. So what is your system configuration? So what are the things you have to tell about your CPU? What is your CPU? It's 32-bit Intel processor or AMD processor. It's a 32-bit processor, 64-bit processor, number of cores. Mainly Intel or AMD. What is your processor? The processor number or generation kind of stuff. And what is your clock speed? Additionally, some more information is there. Next, RAM. What is your RAM? It's a 8 GB RAM, DDR4, 4 GB RAM, DDR4. So your RAM. And hard disk or SSD. What is your hard disk or SSD capacity? Hard disk or SSD capacity. What is your hard disk? 500 GB hard disk. So disk space, available RAM is also important. And operating system. Operating system means your Windows 10 Home Edition, Windows 11 Home Edition, Windows 11 Pro Edition. Okay. Also, you have to write down one side and practice. Like if someone is ask a question, if you speak out, so then we can able to tell an answer. That's the only easiest thing, you know. But no, people are telling an answer, right? So at least one or two people are telling an answer. Guys, it does not mean others can able to keep a silent. Like if sir is ask a question to the Tarun, tell me about your system configuration, or tell me about what is a domain, or what is a DHCP. Okay, so then what are the okay? So tell me about here. What is a DHCP, right? So Tarun, you should tell answer compulsory. In a mass interviews, so if which person he's asking, that person should answer. But if it is a general question, it is a common question. Okay, if someone is told some answer, also you can also try another answer. Okay, no some other option answer. Also you can try, no problem. If it is, I ask a question, so what is DNS? I didn't ask you a particular person, so any person can able to try answer. What I told you guys, people are missing this school environment because when they came into the college, they become wasted, almost like most of the people become wasted. How wasted it is, you cannot tell an answer. Even you know the answer, someone will insult you, someone will joke on you, someone like even a lecturer will tell you like you are wrong answer. In a school days, there is an encouragement. What are the answer you told? That is an encouragement. Okay, even you can shout an answer, even there is an answer. That energy is lost completely because of this academics means. Academic means in a graduation, in intermediate, completely suppressed. Don't ask anything, note down the answers, and write in the examination, get a 90% marks, 100% marks. So intermediate and your graduation, kill everything. In general, and for some mainly some people. Okay, not only mainly some people, most of the people. So some people are a little active even after that one, but some are like dead people only. Okay, so that's why I'm trying to say, guys, you guys start interact with each other. So do afternoon, if you are not having a communication class or anything, okay, so, or maybe some other time, Saturday, Sunday, sit together and start discussing all people. These are all people will went for an interview next time. Okay? That's right. Next, what is your IP address? You don't have an IP address, right? Your PC having an IP address. PC or a system having an IP. Even this PC or system does not have an IP address. It is having an NIC. NIC having an IP address. So, what is your IP address means? You're as a person, as a human, you don't have any IP address. You have a device means your laptop or desktop or your mobile phone. So system or a PC device, whatever the word it is, IP address or a NICs or a LAN card or your Wi-Fi IP address it is. Okay, this is the most common questions, and what I am going to give you some questions from here on itself. See this. What is the difference between IP address and MAC address? So see how to check both, like how to check a MAC address is also I'm adding how to check IP address and of course MAC address also you can check it. And what is the difference between IP address and MAC address? How to check IP address and MAC address? What is the difference between IP address and MAC address? Okay, so how to check an IP address? Command prompt IP config will tell you only.
Config.
Tell me. You can also tell no problem.
Yes, sir. IP config slash all.
Very good. So what you will get it from all IP address, subnet mask, default gateway is a common from both the things. But additionally, physical address means MAC address,
MAC address.
right? So very good. Okay. So DHCP server address, DNS server address, lease obtained, lease expiry. What is this lease obtained and lease expiry? When you got a IP address from DHCP server, so that date and time is a lease obtained. Lease expiry depends upon the DHCP server, how long this IP address is available for you in the from the DHCP server. From DHCP server, how long this IP address is available for you. Of course, you have to renew it to extension. Means you are keep using, it will renew. That's the point. Okay. DHCP enable yes, DHCP enable no. Kind of information you will get it, and also you can see your adapter description, host name also. Once again, try it. See the difference between ipconfig and ipconfig space /all. Okay, of course, we will get a MAC address from it. For MAC address, in a command prompt, in a MAC address, I'm telling for MAC address, command is get MAC. Is get MAC. Command for only MAC address. You want to know about only IP address, subnet mask, and default gateway. Yeah, default gateway, subnet mask. Guys, what is a subnet mask? You said correct. That is, subnet mask will divide an IP address into
two portions
and network. Forget that word, network and host. IP address,
network portion.
first is network, next is host. First is network and another one is host. IP address, sorry, subnet mask use it to divide host and network address, also to find MAC ID. Sorry. Network ID, not MAC ID, sorry. We can use it for a network ID, means network ID only. To find network ID. So in a class A by default, first person is network, like host. So you can see that one in a your IP address. Guys, when we are learning, we learn sequentially. Sequentially means it is a networking topic. And what is a network, what is networking, type of networks, and all we go randomly. But when we are attending an interview, they don't ask you sequential, right? Any point from the any topic, they will pick and ask. Earlier of my trainings are more like a random wise. It means your brain should be accept anything, ready to accept anything, any point. So that type of training is there. Of course, some people don't like it. So I changed myself to give the training in the different manner. Okay. So you have a class A IP address, then we can understand, okay, the subnet mask wise like this, right? So we can say this portion is network portion, this portion is host portion. For example, you have taken one IP address. So this is a network portion, this is host portion, okay, based on this subnet mask. Of course, this is default subnet mask. This is default subnet mask. Yeah, of course. Again, I'm telling explanation using explanations like this. It is very easy. I can easily explain. Not one time, 100 times I can explain. But without this one, see, it's a blank screen. Sir didn't show you any thing, you cannot able to show anything. It's a blank screen. In the blank screen also you have to practice, guys. For explanation, I use a notepad or maybe some slides or anything I can use it. But in interview, for practicing for an interview, that is a technical interview mainly. You have to practice with the words kind of stuff. Okay, like a without anything, so try to practice out. So for example, yeah, it's a class B, right? So network, host. So the default subnet mask is 255.255.0.0. Meaning is the first two portions are network portion, next two portions are host portions. Example, you are taken a some class B IP address. For example, I'm taking 133. It's a class B, right? Some random IP address. Yeah, both are look like same, but it is that is 123 class A, 133 is a class B. So these two are a network portion. So 133.155 is a network portion, remaining is host portion. So in one network, if you take it is as a single network, it does not contain, these portions should not be changed in the entire network. So host can be changes. Host means system ID. Network means it's a network identification. Hosts are in the same network. Okay, so without putting it, you can also tell an answer. That's the practice is required. Okay. So what is this? This is a class C. First three portions are network portions. Yeah, it's not 233. We cannot do it. 192 above. So I will put a 193. 192 or a above, right? So 193 also no can no problem. All are public IP addresses only. Something random. So these three portions are a network portion. This is the host portion. So this subnet mask to the end operation. Remember, end using AND gate operation, using AND gate between IP address and subnet mask. So then we can get a network ID. How we are getting it is there's AND operation means your IP address and operation to with your subnet mask. So you'll get a network ID. Okay. So like a one, for example, 133, 155, 6.2 subnet mask. Okay, you have to convert this entire number into binary, and this is entire number into binary. You have to convert it. Once you are converted, then do the ending operation. Then you will get a answer like this. I'm not showing. It will take another half day. Sorry. Take. It's a zero means, guys, 8 zeros. Zero means 8 zeros. What are the number it is? So you are doing this on zero like zero only. It's a simply like a multiplication type. So 255 means 8 ones. Okay. Zero means 8 zeros. At this present. Okay. So for example, whatever the number it is, it's dealing with a zero and outcome is also a zero only. Right? 0 into 0 type. 1 into 1 is 1. 0 into 1 is 0. 0 into 0, it is a 0. Okay. So these are all ones. So whatever the number it is, if there is a 1, same 1 will come here. So obviously same thing only. So actually All are ones. See, you get 1 1 0 1 only answer. Okay, all are ones. But in case second one is all are zeros, your outcome is all are zeros only. Okay. So by this method, so I done this one. So I got a network ID, this subnet mask. Okay, what is a subnet mask? Subnet mask will tell what is your network portion and host portion. Subnet mask divide your IP address into network portion and host portion. Using subnet mask, we can get a network ID from our IP address. The same network ID for a devices, if two or more devices are in the same network ID, having same network ID, they will communicate each other. They will communicate each other. Okay, so it is how random it is, but one point is finished. Let's understand what is the use of subnet mask. Yeah, this is the question, right? What is the difference between IP address and MAC address? So another way of finding an IP address and MAC address is, so in GUI means go to control panel, network and sharing center. Sometimes there is one is there, so that is internet. Okay, so I will show you this control panel. If it is like this, you can see the network and sharing center. If it is category mode, then it is network and internet. We go to a network internet, network and sharing center. Okay. Network and sharing center. So depends upon how you use it. So network and sharing system. Change adapter settings. Then you find a just it is in the network connection window. And directly network connections. On adapter, right click, status, details. Second, directly ncpa.cpl and run. Run. So in that one, put ncpa.cpl. So direct network connections will open. On adapter, right click, status, details. Of course, you can do double click also. Okay, guys, what is the difference between IP address and MAC address?
This is media access control, sir, and IP address is in internet protocols.
Very good. IP means internet protocol. MAC means media access control. Very good.
IP address is the logical address of the computer.
Very good. So it is a logical address.
Logical address.
MAC address is given by manufacturer.
MAC address is a physical address.
Very good. It is a physical MAC address is given or assigned by
interface.
Assigned.
NIC. Network interface.
ARP adapter.
MAC address don't use communications.
we don't use communication. All
Communications.
by IP address only.
We can't change MAC address also.
Yes, we cannot. Change MAC address.
Like also MAC address.
We can change IP address. We can change IP address.
IP address is the software and physical address, whereas MAC address is hardware and logical address.
MAC address is also a physical and also
IP address can be used for broadcast.
IP address.
IP address can be used for broadcasting or multicasting.
Yeah, unicast, multicast, broadcast kind of stuff is
Broadcast. While MAC address can be used only for broadcasting.
IP address can change according to networks.
Yeah, IP address can change. We can change an IP address, and when network changes,
Like IPv4 32-bit, IPv6 128 bits.
Yeah, IP address is either 4-bit or 16-bit, which is IPv4 and IPv6.
address is always same. Always same, no changes. Very good. Here we have a IPv4, which is 32-bit in size, and IPv6 is 128-bit in size. So MAC address is
6-byte hexadecimal address.
it is a 128, yes, 12 hexadecimal represented in 12 hexadecimal. Here we have two versions to representing this, why it will two versions are there, but there is no separate version, it is fixed version. Which layer it is?
Network layer. And MAC address operates in Datalink layer.
Very good. Now see, you can gather a lot of points, but suddenly it is a question. You don't practice. Okay. You didn't practice. Then what will happen? 1 or 2 points you can able to recollect it. Sometimes you may not recollect it. Sometimes you recollect the point, but you cannot construct a sentence easily. So that's always I'm trying practice. Okay, so we can assign an IP address manually or by DHCP server. Here it is assigned by manufacturer of that adapter or a NIC. What are the word you're using? Wording only changes, guys. Most of the time, I use some word, one person uses a different word. Okay, we cannot communicate. We use a MAC address in communication, okay, but we cannot be able to communicate directly with the MAC address. All communications by IP address only. We can change an IP address, okay, but we cannot change the MAC address. When network changes, IP address changes, but MAC address is always same, not changes. Okay. So IPv4 and IPv6, two type of IP addresses are there. So IPv4 is 32-bit, IPv6 is 128-bit. in size, but MAC address is 148-bit size, of course represented in X and this. So IP address is always comes in the under a network layer, and it is under a data link layer. See how many points we gather in a simple question. This is also most common question, guys. Okay. So what is this question? What is subnet mask? Subnet mask divide IP address into network and host portions. Can find subnet mask tells network ID based on IP address and subnet mask. This is called a default subnet mask. What is default subnet mask? Default subnet mask. Subnet mask use AND gate. IP address and subnet mask, you do AND operation, then you'll get a network ID like this. Okay. If two or more devices, the devices so I am typing like this, the devices having same network ID can communicate each other. Okay. The devices having same network ID can communicate each other. Okay, different network ID, they cannot communicate each other. So find out the network ID whether they are communicating each other. How it will find using subnet mask. There are 2 points. See, very beautiful points we discussed, and now we find it. Anything, guys? Yeah, for you, I started with the hardware, but I will try to show you mainly networking related questions first. Okay. Hub, switch, router, modem, right? 4 major devices. Okay. In any interview, what is the first question? What is hub? Or what is switch? Or what is router? What is modem? What it will do? What it is means what it will do. What it is, what it will do. Second question is differences. Differences. Switch and modem differences. Hub and router differences. Or hub and switch differences. Okay. That is the question, right?
Yes, sir.
Again, few points we can see the comparisons as well as what it is kind of stuff. As a OSI layer, so as per OSI layer, it is layer 1 device. is a layer 1 device. Hub is a layer 1 device, of course. Where we use LAN communication. Where we use LAN communication. Spelling is completely damaged. Where we use LAN communication only. Okay, we cannot use in WAN communication, LAN communication. Non-intelligent. Non-intelligent. No intelligence. It cannot understand IP address or MAC address. Both are not understanding it. It is a broadcast domain. It is a broadcast domain. It means it broadcasts to everyone. It broadcasts. Actually, it's a broadcast domain means it broadcasts to packets. Packets means whatever it is receive. It will receive a frame or a data stream. Normally, we are telling PDUs like packet data units. It broadcasts to everyone connected to hub. Those who are connected to the hub will send them. So A want to send a packet to B, but the hub will send a packet to B, C, D, E, F also. Means like those devices are connected, all will get it. It's a broadcast domain. Of course, it's a collision domain too. So single collision domain. Okay, of course, the people said it is a hub is a single collision domain. Broadcast domain and a single collision domain.
Sir, one doubt can I ask?
Tell me.
What is mean by data packets?
So that is already someone is asking me that question last time. Packets. So they didn't specifically say any what is data packet. Example of data packet. It also have a header that carries certain type of metadata along with routine information. For example, IP data packets have header contains IP address of origin destination. Yes. Last time what I told that one only is telling. Okay, like this every packet having this additional points like header, payload, trailer. So whatsoever it is, guys. Any packet contains a data, right? This is a main data, original data. Okay. Okay. So few things will be added to this data as a data header or a data tail. Okay. For main data or what are the data, what are the pack thing is, it's a main data. There is a header, tail will be added and create as a one single unit. Again, for this unit, again this unit become middle point again. Then something will be added to as a header and a tail. So what is this unit? The total unit, we call it as a PDU. What is PDU? Packet data unit. Packet data unit. For example, you take a network layer. Okay, you take a network layer. Okay, so you have a PDU, means the previous layer data unit is there now. Received a previous layer packet data unit with a encrypted data, encoded data, compressed data, and session layer will add a session ID to it. So that data is in your PDU to our data packet, it will add it, right? Now, this in network layer, not network layer, first of all, transport layer. Okay? Transport layer. The TCP header will be added. Of course, this is not there. TCP header will be added to our PDU from the session layer. This is called a segment. This PDU, we call it as a segment. This is a PDU. This is also a PDU, packet data unit. Okay, so which is common. This segment is sent here. This is now a segment. Our PDU is a segment which contains TCP, UDP protocols, their information, flow control information, segmenting data, series numbers, everything is there in the this TCP header to our PDU, then it is a segment. Now this is a network layer. In network layer, source IP address, destination IP address will add it to our segment. Of course, no tailing. So this is called a packet. Guys, what is the packet? Exactly, packet means a PDU contains source IP and destination IP only as a data header. So this is called a packet. Packet will forward to which layer? Packet will forward to which layer? Next layer is which layer it is?
Datalink layer.
That
Data link
link
layer.
layer.
Data link layer. Very good. So what is the data link layer dealing? MAC address, destination MAC address, source MAC address, destination MAC address to your packet as a header. Your main PDU means that's so we have a packet. And one more is added here, that is a CRC, cyclic redundancy check, for a error checking purpose. So this is a PDU now. This entire PDU is called a frame. These are all data packets only. The data packet contains or a PDU, other word is PDU. Whether you call it as a PDU or a packet units. The data packets are a packet data units. Contains your main PDU from the previous layer or from bottom layer plus this header and tail information. Okay, header and a tail information. So what is this frame will send to a the frame finally sent to layer, it is physical layer. These frames will be converted into bit stream. Nothing will add it. It is first important is the bit stream. Bit stream is according to the network. That is again someone told. So according to the network connectivity. According to network connectivity, it converts into electrical signal, passes through UTP, STP, coaxial cable kind of stuff. So it is a electrical signal. Fiber optical means light signal. So it's a fiber optical type of connectivity. Then it is a light waves. depends upon your adapter and media. Okay. What is third one? It is now we are using all Wi-Fi, right? It is converted to some radio signals. You can investigate like what are the radio signal, different type of frequencies, what is 2.4 or 2.5, what is 5 gigahertz, how much data bandwidth we can able to transmit with the 5 gigahertz, with the 2 gigahertz, what is 300 megahertz frequencies. You can try. Okay, you got answer. What is PDU? Packet data in it. So you have a main data plus header and a tail. So total it is become packet data in it. In reverse, it is layer device. Okay. So collision domain data. It is broadcast. I think so. You got the hub point, guys. So this is for example, a hub, and you have a PCs or devices. Hub don't understand what is the packet and all. It is a layer one device, only physical type of connectivity only. So for example, it's a PC want to send a packet to BPC. So what will happen here it is, so the packet will go to the hub send packet to BPC and CPC and DPC and EPC and FPC, like that everyone it will send. That is called a broadcast to everyone. So what is the problem here? While you are broadcasting, you are sending to everyone, and B will be accept, remaining will be drop the packet. So unnecessary data transmission through same bias. Not only A to B communication, right? Similarly, B to C communication, D to B communication, right? A DPC to BPC communication, or maybe a CPC to DPC communication, or maybe EPC to CPC communication, FPC to CPC, APC communication, or FPC to CPC communication, or DPC to FPC communication. So why it is while one PC to another PC is communicating in the LAN network, what happened? Every device is sending all packets to every device. Packet is sent to all other devices. So more collisions will occur and more packet data loss because of this broadcasting. That much depth we don't go. That's generally so collisions at hub they will only so more collisions, more packet data loss, more data loss. Packet will die, more data loss. Okay, so this is what I would try to say. Again, such according to Y.S.I, which layer it is? Layer 2 device. Why we are calling as a layer 1 or layer 2 or layer 3? Because the what protocol it can able to understand, based on that only we are calling the layers. Used for LAN communication. Intelligent and understand MAC address, create and maintain call MAT. Create and maintain MAC address table. That is called a MAT. Okay. To understand MAC addresses, it learn MAC addresses. Learns MAC address of devices and maps to switch port number. So that is called a MAC address table. Or a MAC address table. Okay. It learns MAC address of a devices. It take the MAC address of a devices map to the switch port number. Switch connecting port number is there now. It will do that one. Initially, to broadcast but later unicast using MAC address table. Using MAC address table. Okay, so once it is created MAC address table, so automatically it do unicast. This is a multi-collision domain. Of course, collisions at port only, switch port only. Collisions at switch port only, not at your switch. Less packet data loss. Of course, one point we missed, use it for suitable for both small and large LAN networks. This is a those are a suitable. You have to use the word suitable. Suitable for small LAN networks. Again, it's not a WAN, it is a LAN communication. So small networks. Small and large networks also. Of course, we use it in LAN communication. Compulsory had to tell. Entire night journey, na? So it's a little tiredness. Okay, guys. So why it is small? Because of it is a collision domain. It is a broadcast domain. So why number of collisions are increases? Number of collisions are more. Okay, more data loss. So small network, if data loss is also there, no problem. It's okay for like a weak person to strong person means a poor person and rich person. Rich guy lost 100 rupees. In a one day, he lost some 100 rupees. A poor guy lost 50 rupees. Who will get a more pain?
Poor guys.
It is giving work very good. Yeah. Like poor guy, 50 rupees is like a 500 or 5,000. Okay. For rich guy, 100 rupees is like a 1 rupee, maybe less. Like Anil Ambani, suddenly 100 rupees drop out of his pocket. Like he forget an 100 rupees change. Okay, even he never think like if he think for a 1 minute also there's a crores of money he will lose, right? If you poor guy like 10 rupees is he lost some 10 rupees, he will worry for more than 10 minutes, maybe 1 hour, maybe 2 days. Okay, it is like a more collisions, more number of pieces increases means more collisions occurs. More collisions occurs, so more data loss. Okay, that's why we don't use it for a big networks. Small network meaning is the number of devices are lesser, like a 3, 4, 5, 6, like that only. We don't use 10, 20, 30, 40 kind of devices. We don't use it. Why? Because of, I said no. So more devices, more collisions. More collisions, more data loss. Because it's a broadcast. Okay. Lesser the devices, lesser the collisions comparatively. Compared to 10 systems, 3 systems will give you less collisions, right? Less data loss. So, okay, we can able to go on. Okay. So in a switch, it is different. In a switch, we do initially it is a broadcast, but later it is unicast by with using or a help of MAC address table. It's a multi-collision domain, so collisions at port only, but it is less packet data loss because of unicast. Both you can use it for a small network, no problem, and also large network, like you have a 50 computers, of course, no problem, you can handle it. That is another point in a guys. When you say differences, of course, more easiest one is even Saris told that one. So what is the more easiest one you are remaining is you are leaving. That is also good thing, guys. Don't worry. Okay. So what is more easiest thing is both are used for a LAN communication. But hub is a layer 1 device, switch is a layer 2 device. And also Sir told one important, that is when you go to the layers as per OSI, then entire questions change it to OSI layers. So compulsory remember all OSI layer kind of stuff. Okay. Non-intelligent, intelligent. Intelligent means it can understand MAC address. Up to MAC address it will understand. Okay, it does not understand any IP address or MAC address kind of stuff. Okay, so hub is a broadcast domain, means it broadcasts the packet to everyone. So not only to the destination, everyone will get the packet. Other devices will drop the packet. Okay, not only to a main device, it also sent to other devices. Next one is create and maintain the MAC address is possible with a switch. Okay, because it can understand MAC address, it learn the MAC address. It learn MAC address of the devices maps to switch port. It is a MAC address table. So initially it do broadcast, but later it is recast. Okay, like this. So what are the main places you can find things? So try to find the differences. I'm not writing separate differences. It is suitable for small, suitable for small and large. Less packet data loss, more packet data loss. So it is another one also there, not only because of collisions. Also, you send every time packets to everyone. To everyone, you are sending a packet. Okay? Every time it is sending to everyone. What is the problem we are getting here? So, for example, I send a packet from A to B. Packet is go for A to B. So, only idea is, okay, A send a packet to B only. Okay, not only B, I'm also sending to everyone because it is a hub, it is a broadcast. So what will happen? B accept the packet and remaining will drop the packet because there are not a destination, right? Drop the packet. See, even you send, other people take it, but it is not there, they'll drop it. So unnecessary data loss, packet loss, bandwidth utilization kind of stuff. Okay. Can you able to recollect few things? Okay. Or not okay? Which layer it is? Type in. Stosh came.
Yes, sir.
You missed the morning interactive section.
Sir, I am joining the 11 a.m. sir.
By 11 sharp.
Yes, sir.
Sir, Kiran Kumar. Kiran Kumar.
Kiran Kumar, Kalyani,
Yes, sir, I'm also present.
Saurabh Lane. Kiran Kumar name is not here. It is a layer 3 device. Intelligent device or not intelligent device?
Intelligent device.
Intelligent device. You can understand. IP address. Okay, exactly say logical addressing. It understand logical address. Example IP address. Not only IP address, other type of IP address, IPv4, IPv6, all type of logical addresses. We are using IP addresses, but other things like SPX, that kind of stuff is also there, no? Okay. Logical address. We use for the LAN and WAN communication. Act as a default gateway. As a default gateway. Someone told an answer that is one answer that is very good answer. When we want to communicate to outside of logical or physical, outside of network, I'm telling, outside of network, packet sent through default gateway. Gateway or default gateway. Default gateway means the main one. Okay, that is a default one. Defaultly, that is the gateway. Okay, gateway or default. router act like a gateway. So when we want to communicate outside of our network, okay, so we use default gateway, or you can say packet passes through, packet sent through default gateway. Any which word you can use it. So act like a default gateway. That is also what is default gateway IP address. Default gateway IP address is there. That is our router IP address. Our gateway IP address will send a packet through that IP address only, that interface only. Is for LAN and WAN communication. Yeah, tell me. Tell me.
It provides a best path for sending the data or reaching the destination.
Very good. Router. This is a router. Okay. So what came from the root? What is root? Root means path. What is root? Root means path. Router shows best path to reach destination. Very good. Best path to reach destination. Okay. How to reach destination. Trace RT www.google.com tells how you reached google.com, how you reach google.com. Means guys, so like a, I want to go to from one place to another place. Like I want to go to railway station. That is my destination. I want to go to railway station. How do I go? So first of all, I have to go from my home to bus stop. Catch the bus. Then go to some bus stops are there, right? Bus stop, go to one place and then another place, then another place. Finally, we reach the destination, right? So this is the trace RT. Normally, this is a revision classes. We should not show you that, but we are telling. So this is a google.com. I want to reach the google.com from my laptop to google.com, right? First of all, it will go to my, this is a IP address. I got it, google.com IP address. First, I have to go to my router. From my router to my ISP. Now it is Airtel. My network IP addresses are different now because now I'm in a Hyderabad today only. Okay, so I am going to, my packet is going to my broadband connecting my ISP to one or two routers, then routers, then routers, then routers. Finally, I will reach the destination. Okay, because of these routers are telling the best path to reach the destination. That's why I can able to reach the destination in 8 steps, 8 hops, 8 steps. Maybe it may take sometimes lengthy, sometimes very less. Depends upon the how far this route server is there, and second one is the path selection. Okay, you know. You want to reach from one place to another place. For example, I want to go to We'll see the path is there. Yes, you can see here it is. This is the path. This is the path it is showing. One path. This path will take 37 minutes to reach the destination. 13.7 kilometers. This is another path. See it is. This is another path. This path will take us into 40 minutes. 13.7 kilometers. It is another path. This path. This path will take us into somewhere around 41 minutes. See it is like how you reach a destination from one place to another place. Like in your internet, we can able to reach the destination from our PC to the destination. Okay, but how to reach it? Who will tell the path? Now I see the Google Maps, but for internet, who will tell the routers in between this network using a routing table. Routing table to tell get a best path to this destination. Create routing tables. You can do manually. Static routing. We don't use that one. And also we use automatically routing tables created manually or automatically. Automatically means dynamic routing. So use dynamic routing protocols. Like RIP, EIG, RP, OSPF, BGP. So many are there. But important is understand what is router and what is routing. And this is the command to understand how you reach the destination. One command already now. Okay, that is about your router, guys. Last one I will tell a modem, then I will give you a small break and we'll come back again. But it's a modem. Modulator and the modulator. What it is modulate, guys? It modulate means in generally our internal network all are some digital weak signal it is. Our signals are binary signals, pulse signals. It is how digital signals and analog signals are there. It is not a digital signals, it is more like it is a pulse signals type, like this. 010101 type of signals only we are using inside in the LAN communication. Okay. And analog signals means like this power kind of signals. Analog signals will travel to longer distances. Okay. Yeah, of course, told that answer also. That is a correct one. So you have a digital signals modulated to analog signals based on that word also you guys told, but who told I don't know. But it's a good thing. So based on the connection. Okay. telephone type of network connection based on the internet connection, or you are using telephone or a fiber optical connection. Okay, nowadays we are getting a broadband connections. Either it is a telephone cable we are using, or it is a fiber optical cables. Main resource is a fiber optical cable connections. Okay, where is the modems we are nowadays? We have routers. We don't have a modems. Okay, so we have a router, but you can see in a modem there is a internal modem, which is like a dial-up modem is there earlier days. Okay, it's a dial-up modems. USB modems. I think you know USB dongle kind of stuff. That is also USB modems. External modems. External modems is there. Okay, so internal modem means built inside. Internal modem means it's a build inside PC or laptop, both are same. Okay, built inside a laptop or a PC. Dial-up modems means usually for telephone wise. It is a kind of a telephone. Yeah, external modems means additionally it is there. Yeah, USB modems built into router type of modems also there. Okay. The modems are built inside your routers. Inside your routers, also. What as I said, modem is used to connect internet via ISP. ISP are used to connect internet, or used to connect ISP, internet service provider. Okay, so different modems are there. Internal modems, which is built inside your PC or laptop. Dial-up modems, that is we call it as a dial-up modems also. USB type modems. External modems means additional modems. Some modems are it is built inside your routers also, built into or inside Wi-Fi routers are there. Wi-Fi routers contains built inside a modem part. That's a router WAN connectivity. Router WAN connectivity. Geo, if you see Geo setup box, Geo, not setup box, Geo, the Wi-Fi router, direct fiber optical connection. That is internally it is having a modem. Username, passwords, verification with the modem. Any points you want to add to the modem? Modem, default gateway, router, switch, hub. Of course, I didn't told about repeater. I will give you a small hint for a repeater also, guys. Router is for a WAN connectivity and LAN connectivity, means one network to another network. So this is a, don't forget, this is inter. Tell me,
Network communication.
Inter networking
Communication.
device. Inter networking device means it make a communication between two or more networks. It means I have a one LAN network, I have another LAN network, two different networks are there. Now I want to make a communication between these networks. What to do? Put a router in between it. Okay, like that I have a two or more networks. Globally, there is a lot of networks are there. All these networks are connected through router only. All are connected through router only. Okay. Okay. In a real time how it is connected, I am not it's difficult to tell, but it is this is our home, this is our home router. It is our home, this is our home router. I have a switches, devices, everything is there in between this connectivity. This is the gateway. So this is a device connectivity. General LAN communication. Wi-Fi router, guys, I told Wi-Fi router act like a everything. This is a one network. Like this, there is a several networks. In one single ISP I'm talking. So, outside there is a little bigger network, then they will connect like this. So this is default gateway for this network. This is a default gateway for this network to go outside. Again, for all these things, there is a gateway from here. It is again outside. Again, it will go to main connectivity. These kind of networks are there already. So 1 second. A little different it is. Try to understand. Like this, hierarchical. Okay. So how it is connected? Like this, so many connections are there in this one. Okay. Through ISP, different ISPs, a common big connectivities. Again, there is a junction to some other routers. Like this, the total network is established. Some ISPs are renting the line, some ISPs are having their own line. For example, BSNL and Jio having their own lines. Airtel don't have any lines, so Airtel has to take a rent wise. So yeah, not Jio is not a now, guys. It is almost like a 2000, means 98, 95 to 2000 prime itself. The Reliance company got a leased lines, means direct fiber optical cables, underground cables, and as well as it is over oceans also there. Anything, or we need a break or anything? Want to add? Communication between two or more networks.
Fixed bandwidth.
What it is?
In a router, sir.
A router?
Work with fixed bandwidth.
Fixed bandwidth. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Fixed bandwidth, shared bandwidth. Okay, good. But how to explain that fixed bandwidth? That is important.
Okay, sir.
And not a big deal. That is also a good point. Fixed bandwidth, off duplex, full duplex. Those are also there. Yeah, I said there is a point for a repeater. Repeater is a device is there actually. Repeat signal to communicate for long distance. Little long distance, not more long distance, little long distance, we use a repeaters. Okay. Next, hub act like a repeater. Okay. Hub act like a repeater. So one more is there. I said example Wi-Fi. Nowadays, guys, not only a traditional way, also you have to tell nowadays. Now extender or extension. Wi-Fi extension or a Wi-Fi extender, that is also you have to write. Extender. First word is correct. See, it is a extender. There's somewhere a diagram like how this extender will work. You know, recently people buy a extender and some are giving this kind of idea. So put a there's a film backside of this one. Then more extension will come up, but I don't know. The Wi-Fi extender, how it is works also given here in this YouTube. So in this place, this is the Wi-Fi router is there, okay, and this is the extender to send the signal for a longer distance. Means it is in between. It is in between router and your device. Okay, if you are getting a weak signal, you use that extender to get a full signal. Means reach will increases. Reach will increases. Not extension, extender. Okay, same purpose of Wi-Fi. Nowadays, Wi-Fi extender is best extender. Okay, so IP address. Classes and ranges. Okay, that is also we'll see. So why we should divide these classes? IP address, IPv4 is 32-bit. 2 to the power of 32 is 4.3 billion IP addresses. Okay, so this IP address is divided into 4 octet. It's 32-bit divided into 4 octets. So each octet, because of 8 bits, it is called as octet. 8 bits, which means 2 to the power of 8 is 256. Meaning is it's a 0 to 255. Meaning is it's a 0 to 255. Each octet is 255. First one called a first octet dot. Second octet dot. Third octet. Fourth octet. Totally 4 octets. Some people for convenience they use the W.X.Y.Z kind of things for easy to understand or easy to tell. Okay, so easy to understanding. So instead of telling first octet, second octet, third octet, we can use W.X.Y.Z. Like a W represent first one, X represent second, Z represent third, like Z represent fourth, Y represent third one. So it is W.X.Y.Z. Okay. So here it is. This is about IPv4 purely. Okay, so if we want to write an example IP address, for example, 192.168. Something 23.20. It is how example of IPv4 addresses look like. 4 parts. The original IP address start with 0.0.0.2, end with a 255, 255, 255. This is the total range of IP addresses. Total range of IP addresses. Total range. This is starting, this is ending. This total range of IP addresses divided into 5 classes. 5 classes. Class A, Class B, Class C, Class D, Class E. So in our olden days, I told about the binary ranges and all, most significant and all. Now we don't have a time. So it's a 0 to 127. Some textbooks telling 1 to 126. So 0 to 127, right? So now it is 128 to 191. Very good. Keep telling. Tell.
192 to 223.
Very good.
224 to 39.
Very good.
240 to 255.
Very good. You know, few days back, almost like a 6 months back, I think it is after a long gap for teaching classes. Like there is some gap is created automatically because I'm having some other issues, my personal things. Classes also become more irregular. So I've taken different classes. So that time I got confused while I'm typing ranges here. Why I'm got confused? Because of lack of practice, means that my practice is become lesser. How I can able to tell now? Why? Because of, again, it is once we practice again, so we can able to easily tell. How, without any notes, without any slides, how can we tell? Because it's only practice, guys. Practice, keep telling. Very good. So classes and their ranges. 0.0.0.0 series, it is reserved. Address for a certain services or a certain protocol services it will use. Anyway, 0 dot, this entire series you are not assigned to anyone. Not assigned to anyone. Cannot assign to any PCR device. Same goes for this one. This is also reserved IP address, but this is having story. It is a loopback address, or we can say it is a local host IP address. Is used for self-test. Self-test. How to do self-test? You can ping to 127.0.0.1. That is all. Anyway, 127 dot done. Remember these things. Next. What is the use of this one? No use. People say R&D, reserved for a futures. Class C is Class B, Class E. These are all unicast. Remember, we are using Class A, Class B, and Class C addresses only. Okay, not D, not D or E. Okay, remember that when we are using this one. Of course, after that one, 0 series, 120 series, we are not using. Automatic private IP address 169.254 something dot something is IP address going like this is called automatic private IP address. IP address is called automatic private IP. It's called APIPA address. So what is this APIPA? When your system, any system, when system is unable to get IP address from DHCP server, unable to, or we can say failed get IP address from DHCP server, system assign an IP address to that NIC or adapter from APIPA range. What is the range? 169.254 0.1 to 169 254 255 254. I'm giving a horizontal range. What is private IP addresses? Okay, I'm telling now. Anybody remember? Then also you can tell. Class A. You can use either a full range or a validity range also. I'm using full range. So 172.16.0.0 to 170.31.255.255. Class C is 190.168.0.0 to 190.168.255.245. So this is private IP ranges. What is a private IP address, guys? Anyone knows? Communicate to public. We need public IP address. A public IP address. To communicate in a public, need a public IP address. Public means internet. Private IP addresses used for uses for local, we can say LAN communication purpose. IP addresses, private IP address uses for local or a LAN communication only. Okay. Private IP addresses are non-routable in public internet. So this is important. Okay. So private for a LAN communication, public IP for public IP address for communicating in the internet. Okay. NAT. What is NAT? Any idea? Anyone? Even I am not asking you guys also, and you are also not speaking anything. Network address translation. Fact.
Translation.
Very good. Port address. Translation, also called as NAT overload. Okay. So what is the use of this NAT? You have a server. For example, you have a server with a private or local IP address. Yeah, we need an explanation. Proper explanation is there. So you have a server, and this is my network. It is. This is my server A. So PC1, PC2, maybe another server B. Okay. I want to access from PC1 to server A. Do you require any internet? I want to send a request. I want to access this server A. Do you require any internet connection? No, right? We are in a same LAN network, same segment, same LAN network. So I don't require any other kind of IP address. Both are private, not require any internet connection. Directly we can able to access. This is called a intranet. Intranet. You don't require internet, means Intranet means local communication within the LAN communication. This is intranet. Okay. For example, guys understand intranet? Okay. Look at this. This is a person who is not in my network. Somewhere it is located. Somewhere it is located. For example, this is my server. You are trying to access my server through internet. Okay, through internet. So you send a packet to internet. So how to reach this destination? This is already private IP address. For example, this is a 10 dot series 10.0.0.14. This is 10.0.0.15. This is 10.0.0. Maybe it's 11. This 10.0.0. Is 16. Something like the private IP addresses. You cannot able to communicate. That too, I am not connected into internet. For example, if I connected to internet, okay, this is how I connected to internet, like through router and the modem, a router come modem kind of stuff, router come modem kind of stuff, whatsoever it is, through ISP, I will establish the connection. Okay, so now I am in the internet, but this guy is unable to access my server. Why? I'm having private IP address. So if you type 10.0.0.0.14, still he cannot able to reach me because it's a private. The IP address can be anywhere. Okay, he cannot reach it. This is won't work. Okay, next one. Okay, so next one. So user. So point is where I'm located. I forget that. Yeah. So to get this server A should access by this person, the server should be assigned with a public IP. For example, I'm putting this 121.10.5.3. Something 121 is not in our range, right? You can use 11 also, 12 also. Why should you use very big one? I'm using 12. This is my IP address 12.10.5.3. Then he tried like this 12.10.5.3. This is my public IP address. The request go to internet. Of course, we have to tell the ISP. ISP also added in their router. This is the route. This is the somewhat route is available. This router. They reach up to this router. Router will show the path anyway to reach the destination. Okay. So of course our ISP knows. So everybody knows. Not only ISP guys. Everybody in the network knows where is this network is located. So based on that, we can able to reach it. See it is. If you have a public IP address, you'll get access. If you have a private IP addresses, you cannot be accessible. To communicate in the internet, so you need a public IP address. To communicate in a local network like intranet, okay, need a private IP address is enough. This is internet. Communicate in a public, we need a internet. Guys, understand up to that point?
Yes, sir.
Just for example, very good. Just for example, I have a private IP address. I have private IP addresses. but I want to communicate in the public. My PCs are having their own private IP, but when they are communicating outside, they need a public IP. So what we do, this is the private side, private or a local side. Guys, mostly we are trying to know what is the server IP address. This is a server IP address, google.com, www.google.com IP address. Maybe if you go to this server, www.google.com, may not be the same IP address. It can be different IP address internally. That's only public access servers. So this is my public side. So what I do in my router or maybe by ISP or a router in generally in a LAN WAN protocols, in the router we configure NAT communication. What is this NAT? You have to look at here. This side I have a private IP is mapped to some public IP address. So for example, like this. Just for understanding, I put a maximum same only. Okay, so this is 15. Okay, just for our understanding. So this is a private IP address, means internal IP address, and this is while communicating outside. Okay, same thing. It is internal. I have 4 computers. All these 4 computers want to communicate outside of the network. All these 4 computers want to communicate outside of the network and want to communicate it from outside network also. From the outside network also, they want to communicate. So it's a two-way communication, inside to outside, outside to inside. But internally it is a private, but externally it is public IP address. So when you want to communicate like that, so definitely okay. In these cases, we definitely have to configure NAT to network address translation. So very small question, guys. In case I have a 10 private IP addresses are there, how many public IP addresses are required? Here 4 private, 4 public, 10 private, 10
Public.
public. Okay, don't get doubt. Tell some answer, guys. Keep telling an answers that's will give you to give an answer easily. Later we can decide right or not. 10 public. Here it is. In my home currently I have a 3 laptops are there, 4 or 5 mobile phones are there, tabs are there, TV is there. Lot of devices. Almost like a 10 devices are there. I need a 10 public IP address. Public IP address that much easy, guys. Two important things. One is, one is, public IP addresses are costly. On other hand, the public IP addresses also not available that much easy because of for each device you want to give a one public IP either through NAT or directly you want to give a public IP. The public IP addresses in IPv4 means total IPv4 addresses. Total IPv4 addresses are 4.3 billion. Out of 4.3 billion, we don't use some IP addresses. Class A, Class B, Class C only we are using. Out of that one, few IP addresses are reserved. One is like a APIPA, loopback address, and 0 series. See, while if you cut all the things, not even a 3 billion of IP addresses. in one organization means only if you take country like India, how many people are there, how many computers are there, how many organizations are there, how many computers, devices, so many devices, so many mobile phones, right? So take like that, it is not enough for India also. Even a small country also not enough. So you have to go to Taliban kind of stuff, then you may find more IP addresses. Point is, guys, public IP addresses we cannot use for good. People use a server kind of stuff in their organization. Publicly accessible servers are there, so then they may go with the public IP. If they have a VPN server, then maybe they need a public IP. If they have some domain controller for servers, should access through publicly directly, they may use a public IP address. So if you take an organization, there is also a 50 computers, 100 computers, 200 computers. Those many IP addresses they don't purchase. Which devices they want to put it publicly directly. So those many IP addresses. Okay, that's the point. Last one is I will try to say again. As I said, I have a network. So just for our understanding only, I putting a connection. Guys, we have a wirely connected, wirelessly connected devices also there. Cannot convey everything on this kind of stuff. Okay. I have a router, switches, access points and all. Yeah, that's point also I'm missing. We'll tell that one also. No break anyway because it's a 1 o'clock. Wait for another 15-20 minutes. Then I will finish. I have a PCs. Okay. I have a PCs. Not a servers now. So in my home or a office, I have a connectivity. Of course, there is a modem in between also there. Guys, if you check, all your IP addresses are a private IP addresses only. This is my IP address, my private IP address. Okay, this is a one private. Like earlier, I have taken 10 series. Why? Because it is very easy to write. Okay. This is 11. This is 12. This is dot 13. This is dot 14. Like this. But to access outside of the network, okay, we need a public IP. That is already told to access public. We need a public IP address. To access internally, you can have anything like a private IP address. But you have to access the public, get a public IP. Here we have a 4 private IP addresses. Okay. So point is, this is private IP addresses, but we cannot purchase public IP address. What my ISP is doing is, ISP is doing some IP address point. Okay, so it take a one public IP, it assigned to everyone in the network. It assigned to everyone in the network. The same one is given for everyone, every private is using. Dynamically it is work. Means if you send outside, then only it will work for you. Okay. Same one. So you can copy paste also. Okay, it's the same IP for both of it. Different IP at different PCs, different private IP addresses, but same public IP address. But how it is works? How it is? Okay. So here it is. For example, this is a port number. Is mapped here. Like this, it will map with the port number. So next, this 12 PC try to send a packet to google.com, or maybe open a facebook.com. Immediately there is a port number will assign to this IP address and map it to a public IP address, map it to our public IP address with this one only. Means when you are sending a request at ISP, automatically maps with some kind of certain a certain port number. So when packet is sending outside, it's a private only, but it reaches here, then it become public IP address like this. Okay, so inside this is the IP address, outside this is the IP address, but in this one it maps like this with certain port number, because same number, right, for identification. The packet send outside, reach the facebook.com, and getting a reply, again retranslate into our IP address, and we reach this one. Okay, this technique we call it as a PAT technique, port address translation. Port address translation. Port address translation. So that is the point here. You remember the explanation only, so I cannot type everything now. This is the last. Okay. Okay. In networking wise, anything left over, please. Lot of leftovers are there. What is LAN? Type of networks. What is LAN? Tell me guys, it's almost like more than 1 hour, 1 o'clock. Oh, yeah. So, tell me. Roll over. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Are you able to hear? I just muted and open.
Yes, sir.
Sorry.
What is this?
Campus area.
Campus.
Campus
area network.
What is the limit within the campus? Multiple buildings in the campus will communicate each other. Man, metropolitan.
Metropolitan
Area
area.
network.
Okay, metropolitan area network. So what is a metropolitan? So I have put a spelling mistake. Metropolitan area network means within the city. Wide area network. Wide area network, no limitation. It's a global network. Okay, right? So global. You want to access internet, that is WAN connectivity, public internet, public network. It's not a global, it is a private. Your internal network, it's a purely private, very limited size, private, not a global. Exactly, so it is local network, it's a private network. Of course, this is a public network. It is a public, but within a city range only, in that city range only. Campus is also a public. Public means within the building, sorry, within the campus, between multiple buildings. Of course, personal area network, home area network, there is a body area network, so many other based things are there. So personal area network, home area network, storage area network is also there. Topologies, physical topologies, bus, mesh, ring topology, mesh topology, and star topology, main topology. Star, hybrid, point to point, point to multi-point. Yeah, already I told, so just revise how it is. It based on the backbone wires. All devices connected to a backbone wire. It's like a coaxial type connection. Cables are there, guys. Please go through cables also. Ring. Each device connected to other next device. And the last device connected to first device. Okay. Mesh. Every device connected to all other devices. Star. Every device connected to a centralized device is hub or switch. We are using device. Extended star. We can connect star topology to other star topology hybrid. Not connect, combine two topologies like mesh and star. The full mesh topology. Some people ask me tree topology. Different ways to tell tree topology. This is combined. Tree topology is a combined. One topology. And different topologies two on one topology, two on one topology, like combine star on first topology. So that is some point I told, but still cables are important. Just go through cables. Anything I'm missing? Cables. You know, NIC, a network interface card, MAC address. Already, already we have discussed that one. We have. What we forget? Original one, YSA layer wise troubleshooting. So I will tell very simple, guys. So this 7-layer model, open system, interconnect, open system, interconnect. Anybody will tell what are the layers?
Application layer, presentation layer. Session layer.
Session layer.
Transport layer.
Transport layer.
Network layer.
Network. Data line.
Data link layer.
Data link layer.
Data link. Okay. Very good.
Physical.
7 layers having their own responsibility. But also I said protocols. And then port numbers also there. Okay, so I will tell protocols port numbers in a down, so I don't combine there, but of course it's deal with the protocols and port numbers also. Different protocols and their port numbers, like a HTTP is used for a web related communication. Hypertext transmission protocol, when you want to access, your request is web related request. I want your web page. That request is you are doing this HTTP. Then what is HTTPS is, what is HTTP? Yes, HTTP is secure. Very good. Secure. It's a kind of stuff. HTTP over
Web access.
Yeah, web access. Yes, HTTP protocol for a web access. Okay. Yes.
Data should be transported.
Data is transmit from your client to web server to client. Client means web browser. Okay. So your data is secured, means encrypted. Secured. Encrypted. While it is transmitting through network using HTTPS. HTTP, no encryption. No encryption. Example, no encryption. So data is not secure. Same FTP, file transfer protocol 2021 protocol. For security, SFTP, VSFTP is also there. Okay. SSH, Telnet, both are remote access purpose. 22, 23 port number. Both are for a remote access, but this is secure. This is not secure.
Remote access to with inscriptions.
With yes, remote access with encryption. Very good. Remote access with encryption. This remote access, no encryption. No encryption at all. Of course, this is a CLI based only. Command line interfaces, CLI based. You access the server. Telnet, I done mistake here, Telnet. Earlier days we used Telnet, later we are using SSH. Practicing SSH is also good. RDP, because we are talking in a remote access. So 3389 is a port number. Of course, by default it is a secure one. Of course, it is a secure one. It is a
Remote to desktop connections.
very good. It is also remote access, means remote desktop access. It's also a remote access, but it is a remote desktop access. So it's not CLI, it is graphically entire desktop you are accessing. That is RDP, used in Microsoft generally. Okay, SSH, Telnet, RDP. SMTP, POP3, IMAP version 4. SMTP, simple mail.
Send emails.
Port number is 20. What is the use for sending mails?
Send emails.
Retrieving mails, you can use either POP3 or IMAP. It is to send.
3, sorry.
Outgoing mail server.
To push, sir. SMTP is a push.
Yeah,
Send
like
emails to.
very good. You can say that it's a push kind of stuff. This is pull.
POP3 is retrieving the mails. POP3.
Retrieve. TRI. You are
Retrieve.
correct. Retrieve mails. These are incoming mails. Incoming mail. This is also same. Incoming mail server address. Whatever it is. POP is like a cut paste. IMAP is kind of copy paste. Means both server and client. Not only one client it is, you can use multiple clients. Has mail data. Okay. If we mails removed from server once it downloaded into client. Once it is downloaded into client PC actually, better it is into client. So this is mail will be removed from server once it is downloaded into. No multiple clients. Can't maintain multiple clients, but it is having a multiple client. Like you can configure in Outlook, you can configure mail in Outlook, you can access from browser, you can access through your mobile application also. Nowadays, mobile applications also important. Everything you have to link to mobile applications also important. Okay. FTP I told, but what is TFTP? If you don't know, just leave it now. Okay. Just I'm 69. Trivial file transfer.
TFTP, remote to configure, upload, download the config.
Very good. NTP, network time protocol, means it's for a time server, time sync purpose. Okay. SNMP, simple network management.
Used to monitoring. Used to monitoring. Check system.
Use. One second.
User is logging.
One second. Okay. Sorry. You're telling something. I just.
Yes, sir. Monitoring check system.
Yeah. So for a remote monitoring used by
Check
monitoring
system.
tools also. It contains the traps. Using traps, we can get information from. We get information from clients. From clients using
Network management.
traps by agents. Yeah, if you don't get it, no problem. Later you can try. What is this SNMP? Guys, when I told if you don't get it, no problem means at present if you don't get it, no problem. But once class completed, what is this SNMP traps? What is SNMP agents? What is SNMP? If you search, guys, you will get to know so many things. Okay, so that is a point. You search, you have to keep on digging, guys. Not like a one trainer will come and teach something, give some notes, take it or no, and whether you study no study, tomorrow exam, right, and you will pass. That is academics. This is not academic. So this is you. You how much you learn, that much you can push it. You know how much is always remember fast runners are winners.
Sir, in that protocol, so DHCP and DNS server, you did not written.
It's very important. DHCP, DNS, VR, Scarecrows, LDAP. DHCP, Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol, which gives IP address to
Assigned to IP address to clients automatically.
IP address to clients.
Clients.
Configure client IP addresses. Okay. DHCP server. Right. DNS.
Gives IP address of a domain.
Gives a IP address of some other domain or host in the domain or remote machine, some device. Gives IP, like I want a Facebook .com, a www.facebook.com IP address. So DNS server will give www.facebook.com IP address to me. Kerberos is for
Authentication is used in Microsoft.
Authentication. First, it's a Microsoft Active Directory. Active Directory, authenticate, Active Directory, authenticate users when they log into domain, when they log into domain computers, when user is logging into domain computer, Active Directory, authenticate users, right? Which protocol? Kerberos protocol. Authentication. I think that's so verify that spellings and LDAP also for authentication purpose. LDAP also for authentication. It is a open protocol. It is a open protocol, not specified by Microsoft. It is also for authentication. So go with them. Okay. Guys, every protocols, all these protocols are divided into TCP, UDP. These protocols, some are TCP type protocols, some are UDP protocols. Transmission control protocol. UDP means, someone got this question last time. What is UDP?
The data group.
Very good. User datagram protocol. Okay. Guys, remember, there's some protocols are TCP type protocol, some are UDP type. For example, HTTP is a TCP type protocol. Okay. FTP is a TCP type protocol. SMTP is a TCP type protocol. There's so many are there. You have to check, verify. Here it is. Example, best example is TFTP is a UDP protocol, pure form of UDP. DHCP, DNS, these are a UDP type protocol. So what is this TCP? The behavior is, it is a acknowledgement based protocol. Here it is, you don't use any acknowledgement. Means when you transmit a data, when, now I don't put a diagram, so when a source send a packet to destination, so destination received and send an acknowledgement for that packet to source. So source understand destination received. That is our TCP. The point is that one. Okay. So that's why the TCP is reliable. Connection oriented. Again, guys, connection oriented does not mean connection oriented means does not mean wired or wireless kind of stuff. Okay, it is connection oriented means there is a two-way communication between source and destination. Source send, destination receive, destination send acknowledgement to the source, that is telling I am received a packet. So this is it is acknowledgement based communication because of acknowledgement based. No acknowledgement based communication, but there is no acknowledgement. TCP UDP type. Okay, this is UDP type communication. This is TCP type. Traditionally, I'm telling guys, originally there is synchronization, so much of things are there. Okay, when source send packet to destination packet, destination does not send any acknowledgement to source to confirm packet is received. Okay, so source do not know the destination received packet or not. Okay, so that is a acknowledgement. This is a TCP UDP difference. Guys, understand TCP UDP? I'm not good at making any quotations. Anybody remember? I told only numbers, but didn't explain anything. Okay. I didn't explain. We don't have that much time to explain also. But maximum networking completed, guys. Anything we are missing? I think we're missing.
Sir.
Sir, please share the notepad.
I will share it. I will share. Just for last IP config/all. How to check the MAC address? Get MAC. Ping is a command. What is the user ping command? To test connection between two devices, not every device. Two devices, you have to test the connections. We use ping. For example, ping IP address means some IP address, means destination IP address. Or you can use ping www.google.com. So like with the name also you can ping it. You can ping with IPv4 address, IPv6 address. Trace RT. Already I told. What is the use of trace RT, guys? To check how we reach destination. Right? So example command is trace RT www.google.com. No problem. Not only this, ARP-A command is there. Okay, what is ARP? Address Resolution Protocol. So what is this use? Maps IP address to MAC address in system. Okay, so that will display the table MAC. So okay, ARP space net net stat. So another command is there. So network statistics, net stat. Root command is also there. Root command to define root path in our system. Root-p to print routing table. To manage network. So that much we don't require. But in this IP config also there is a IP config / release IP config / renew IP config. One more is there. Flush DNS to remove all your DNS queries. So far you have done queries, right? You got an IP address of particular domain that will be flushed. So IP config flush DNS, display DNS to get a display of your name to IP address. Okay, first display DNS, then flush DNS. This is to flush IP address. Folder dhcp IP address. Dynamic IP address.
Removing the configured addresses.
Yes,
Like
that is good word actually. Removing already
configured address.
dynamically configured IP address. This also you can see.
Invalid IP address can't be communicated.
Yeah, that's when you change the network, your old IP is still there. It's not getting new IP address. is still having ABIPA, then we use this command. Remove dhcp can't. If it is static IP, this won't work. Look at a new IP address from dhcp server. Okay, so this is two combination. First one, second one. If you do this one, then you can do this one also, no problem. But this is for to display your DNS queries. So far, what are the DNS queries you have done? This is to remove those queries. These are the some of the commands, guys. Anything we miss, you can try once again. Compulsory check what is VPN, what is Outlook. Already I told to both the batches. Please check it Outlook and what is VPN, what is Active Directory, what is DHCP, what is DNS. Okay, what is the use of those things? Okay, that is important. Of course, in PC hardware and OS. What is an operating system? Type of operating system. Different operating systems are important. The hardware, different components, their devices, RAM and ROM differences, BIOS, UEFI, MBR, GPT, those are also better to know. Hard disk, SSD, most common question, guys. Hard disk and SSD difference. Guys, mostly it is very basic level. I think I shared a PPT to a service desk PPT to you. That is SAR PPT only. I will try to share it again. So please go through that service desk PPT. Yeah, this is SAR PPT only. Okay, I will share that one. Please go through once, so far you can able to try to get something information from it. Like what is the difference between help desk and service desk? Already I think I shared what are the service desk related things also. Here is your batch. Okay, so prepare, guys. Anyways, for asking you to come tomorrow, like tomorrow he will ask. Even there is there, I will arrange anyway. If tomorrow we miss or not missed, in both the cases, one day I will try to arrange one mock interview for you. So compulsory prepare. Communication skills are not separated. So all questions, what are the questions already I shared. Already you know the questions. Okay. So practice answering. Practice like you tell without murmuring and all. You try to speak easy way. That is the meaning is better. So that is first important. Okay. Abbreviations, protocols, port numbers, what it is, what is the use and differences. Okay. Any doubt also, just put it in a WhatsApp group only, guys. Don't send personally. I don't know you, you don't know me, kind of stuff. Okay. Put it in a group. So if I find any note or someone is in the group know the some point, they will share now. If you share to me, I may see, may not be seen in personally, but group it is there. Okay, sorry, we don't have a time to discuss this one by one. So, but already few points. Please go through the one or otherwise any previous video of mine to go through what is OSLA layer. Okay. SLA, OLA, that is part I didn't tell you. What is SLA? Service level agreement, operational level agreement under pending contact in service desk. Okay, in a service desk. I didn't tell you guys ITL. If any question come from ITL, sir, we didn't discuss ITL. We discuss only the basic part of service desk. Okay. SLA, service level So between whom to whom? User and service provider. Okay. It is a agreement between user or a customer and a client. Someone told that one, so user, customer, 2-3 words before, but that is a good thing. Okay. Operational level agreement.
Sir, we can call this as organization level agreement also, right?
Sorry. Oh, 1 second.
Which one is correct?
Not organizational level. Organizational level is different. SLA, OLA, UC. So you'll get this one. Operational level, not operating level. Operational level agreement. Okay. Maybe I think I confused. We have a note, then direct words are there. SLA stand for service level agreement. Signed between customer or a client and the service provider. OLA stand for operational level agreement, not organization level. Organization to organization, not like that, guys. Operational level, it is a internal agreement. Internal agreement within the organization. SLA, organization to organization, or a customer to a service provider, means already I told guys, customer or a client does not mean a person. He can be a internal or external or a public. Okay, it can be a organization, is a one person, or maybe is a organization, or inside an organization also. That's it is. SLA is between a user or a client or a customer, means from a person to a service provider, or a organization to organization. But operational level agreement within the organization, internal, signed between business unit and divisions, and internal of a IT organization in the same where we got it something like it's internal IT of same organization. That's it. Okay, same organization. Meaning is, for example, Charan sir is there, or Pawani madam is there. They recruited people like you people. They recruited. Then said, sir, we have to start the batch on the next Monday. I started it. Right. So that is an agreement. So they will create a batches. They will bring the business. You have to complete it. You have to support it. Right. So that's what I'm trying to say easy way. For example, new project is the business unit went and find a new project. So like a .NET based project, Python based project, Java based project. They said they will contact, like they bring the project. These people will support the project or build the project or do all the other things. Signed between service provider and vendor, underpinning contract. Service provider and vendor means supplier. Okay, contractor. Request management kind of stuff. Okay, this is about a service desk. Again, what is the service desk? Common questions, guys. What is service desk? Use of service desk. Use of service desk. Service desk levels. Levels are important. What is level 0? Level 1, level 2, level 3. Level 4 is there and I don't know, but level 0, level 1, level 2, level 3. Okay. And what is a ticket? Okay. Service desk levels. What is meaning of ticket? Okay. Life cycle, service desk life cycle, not all service life cycles. Life cycle means how you receive a complaint, how you create a ticket, how ticket will be escalated, how it is going for a resolve. Once it is resolved, it is closed. So that is the point. Okay, I thought people will tell, but maybe you didn't recollect that information, the service desk levels. Okay, no problem.
Outlook is there, sir.
You tell me.
Outlook is also there or not? I
Yeah,
think.
Outlook is there. Already given here. What is Outlook? In Outlook, 3 protocols are there, na? Compulsory. SMTP, POP3, IMAP. That's what I told here only. Okay. Outlook. What is an Outlook? What is use of Outlook? Why we are using Outlook and the protocols we use, what numbers. There's so much of studies. If you are unable to send and receive emails through Outlook, what do you do? Questions also. Okay, next, what is event, alert, incident? Problem.
So actually, in the service desk also, types of services desk is the types.
Types
in that.
of service desk. Okay. So not work group, work around. What is work group and domain? Yes, already I told, when you are searching for a domain, always search in a AD domain. Okay. Don't like my statement, no problem, but search as a AD domain. Okay. A group domain, what is a AD domain? Okay, Active Directory domain. Both are without Active Directory, there is no Active Directory domain. But if your question asks like what is domain, immediately you're searching in Google and try Google answer, it is wrong answer. It shows so many answers. So which answer is at least some relevant answer is AD domain. Change. And last one is service request. Okay. Change and service request. List, you know these things. Okay. Yeah, type of service desk. Centralized service desk, virtual service desk. Guys, for you, I'm going to take I will tell you 2 sites again, because people ignoring, but I will tell again. Okay. So enter your questions, Vishnu Prasad. Go to this link, guys. So many questions, so many answers. Basic questions, basic answers only. But just you have to go through once. Okay. Already you know what are the topics you are already learned. So go to those things only, not required to learn everything here. That too, when it is very big things, no need to do anything. Just leave it. Just leave it at the NT 2000, 2003. Not required. But Active Directory is required. What is domain is required? What is OU? What is group policy? Common question. Okay. This is a big things, not required. If you scroll down, so you can find lot of network related questions. What is VPN kind of stuff also. So there's lot of questions, but still some are important. See, peer-to-peer, client and server. What is LAN, MAN, WAN kind of stuff. What is PIC? You don't require this one. You didn't hear this one, leave it. Or read it once and leave it. You know cables, right? Then it is a cables are there. Read about the cables. You don't know what is this DTE, DCE, no problem, leave it. You know topologies, read it. You don't know something, then you can try it. It is hub, switch, router, gateway. See, this is application layer, presentation layer, session layer, transport layer. Everything is there in a one single place. Okay, so usually, as I remember, I will tell to all batches, but no one will study. That's the point. But I'm sharing again. Try to see the questions. Practice. Ask other. You will get. Second one is my site. So put a Latif Tech Notes in Google. Then you'll find this one. Okay. This is mine. It does not contain what you want. It contains something like hardware PPTs, operating PPTs, world PPTs, small changes, we don't. File sharing, some are there. 2 year important. Service operations, service desk. So I'm going to service desk. This is a 25 questions for a service desk. These are the latest 25 questions. That means, no. I took these 25 top 25 questions from Guru 99. From Guru 99. Okay, please go through all the 25 questions. And there is a subtopics also there. See it is, what is the service desk levels? And this is a tier wise support. Tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 like this. So tier 0, self-help and user retrieve information and what it is. What is a tier 1? What is tier 2? What is tier 3? Tier 4? And you can see some other information here and some links also are given. Do not think I am sharing to only one person. This is SOP, standard operating procedure also. SOP, troubleshooting method. This is some questions are there. Network connectivity issues, hardware related issue, remote desktop issues. Better to go, not only share it one guys, go to this, then you will find lot of things. Service operations. Service operation, under service operation, one more is there, incident management. Go through incident management also. But here it is service operations. What are the service operations? What is event? What is incident? What is request? What is access? What is problem? Kind of stuff is there. The different type of service desk. Central service desk, local or distributed service desk, virtual service desk, specialized service desk. These are the 4 service desks. Somewhere it will written 4 type of service desks. These are the 4 type of service desks. These are IT operation. In organization, we have a day-to-day operational activities, IT operations, technical management, application management. Information is there. I will put this information. It's about a service desk. Good. So now it's at 2 o'clock. I have a class at 3 o'clock. 10, 11.
After the session, this PDF required.
I will forward this one.
Okay.
The notepad file I will forward. So mainly content.
Thank you, sir.
Anything I miss also please tell me, and also compulsory check these things. Okay. And guys, already tomorrow also same thing. Tomorrow also will join at 10 o'clock, 10:15. Okay. So I will give you a message also. Maybe sir, if sir interact, then good. Otherwise, we'll continue. And also meanwhile, guys, go through all the things you learn and all the questions. You gone through all the questions. Put it in there. We'll discuss. Okay. Better as an interactive. If you're speaking, I feel very happy to tell more energetic. Okay. That's the point.
Sir, notes.
I will tell. No. This is the one, right? So the notepad file. Okay. So study, guys. Okay. Practice means practice, not just reading. Question and answer. That's it. Have to start stop.